Today I wish to discuss with you the past progressive tense. Past progressive is also called as past continuous. It is just opposite to the present continuous. In present continuous, we used three helping verbs, that is, are, and am. Here, in past progressive, is past is was, are past is were, and am past is again was. So we got two, that is was, were plus V1 plus ing. That is the structure of past progressive. Past continuous. Past continuous. Past continuous structure, let me write here. Subject will be first. S stands for subject. Subject after was and were. Was or were. Was, were plus V1 plus ing form of the verb, ing form of the verb plus object is the structure of the past progressive or past continuous. Past progressive also called as past continuous. Here, what is the difference between the present progressive and past progressive structurally? Only one difference you can find. This place of was and were, there we used is, are, and am. Is, are, and am, three we used there. Here, only two in past progressive. And present progressive we used to express an action which is going on at the time of speaking, means in front of our eyes the action is going on. That is present continuous, present progressive. Now the past progressive, just I want to compare. The past progressive is an action which began in the past. Action started in the past. Sometimes it may be going on now. Sometimes it may be going on now. Otherwise, it might have completed in the past. An action began in the past and completed in the past. For example, one action started from here. It continued for a long time in the past and still continuing. Still, it is going on. Such action can be expressed or completed in the past. An action started in the past and continued for a long time in the past, ended in the past. Or an action began in the past, continued, and still it is going on. Still it is going on. That is past progressive or past continuous. What is example? Example, I was working in Delhi. I was working in Delhi. Last year, I can say. Last year, I can say. Correct only. Last year, I was working in Delhi. I was working, it shows that a long period of action took place in the past. Long period of action took place in the past. That is, I was working in Delhi last year. Means the whole year's duration I want to mention. So we should use the apt tense form, that is past continuous. That is past progressive. Okay. They were, they, if we take subject is plural. Subject is plural. I is singular subject, was is used here as a helping verb. Working, work plus ing is the ing form of the verb. They were, they after we must use were is the verb. They were playing the match. They were playing the match when it rained. When it rained. When it rained. This is another example. Here, they is plural, were is used. Were is the plural form. When the subject is plural, helping verb should be plural. Already we know. Playing is the ing form or present participle we used here. The match when it rained. Here, what is the use of past continuous or past progressive? Uses of past progressive if we take. And another one more thing I want to give you. First, here this is the structure of positive sentence or assertive sentence we call it. Assertive. Assertive is nothing but positive sentence. Positive sentence structure that is. To get the negative, what is the process? Negation making already I told you several times in all the days I have been telling you just add not not not. We have to add not is the not is showing negatives. Not with the helping verb. What are the helping verbs here? There are only two helping verbs. One is was and another is were. Was and were are the helping verbs. With these helping verbs, we must add not, was not or were not. Was not or were not, we should add. Then we will get the negative. Just wasn't or was or were plus not, we must add for negatives. Negatives. It is so easy, very easy and comfortable for you. If there is already a helping verb, if there is a helping verb, this is the method. If there is no helping verb, we must split the verb. Already I told you. Here already we have helping verb. Was and were are the two helping verbs. So whenever helping verbs we get in a sentence, we must directly add not or int with the helping verb. Our work is completed. Okay. I hope you got the idea. This idea you got it. Okay, then this kind of several examples we can prepare. Lot of examples we can prepare. Here, if I take he after, he is the singular subject. He is a singular subject. He after we must use not were, was will come because he is singular. With the singular subject we must use was. With the plural were. He was walking. He was walking half an hour. He was walking half an hour. Here was and walking half an hour. Half an hour onwards, he was walking. He was walking half an hour. Half an hour. I was watching the movie an hour. I was watching the movie. When yesterday, or I can say directly, I was watching the movie yesterday. I was watching the movie at 5 o'clock yesterday. 5 o'clock onwards, I was watching the movie. Now I am not watching that movie over. So that past continuous. Once an action which finished in the past continued for a long period, the duration of that action we want to express with the help of a past progressive or past continuous. Okay. Then, if you want to use any name, you can use some names also. Not only is pronouns, not only pronouns. Instead of pronouns, you can use some nouns also. Nouns. For example, Rani, if I take Rani and Ravi. Rani and Ravi. Rani and Ravi means there are two people. Rani and Ravi. Were will come, not was. Were because plural. Rani and Ravi were watching TV. Watching TV. Rani and Ravi were watching TV. Here the sentence Rani and Ravi, two members, plural. So we must use were is the Were is the helping verb. Watching is the main verb. Whenever there are two verbs in a sentence, the first verb will be helping verb. Second one is the main verb. So we must concentrate on the accumulation of the main verbs. Number of new verbs you have to gather. Then only spoken as well as written English will become possible and easier. So gathering of a collection of new verbs V1, V2, V3 and ing form. Ing form forming is very easy. Yesterday I gave you the rules and everything. Okay. Now these same sentence, a few sentence negatives I would like to get from you people. I hope that you people will do it because already the structure is given here. Based on this structure, you can give the negatives. If I tell one positive sentence, you can turn it into negative. For example, India was playing the match. India was playing the match last week. This is the sentence. Negative is India was not playing the match. India was not playing the match is the negative. Over. Work completed. Yes. The teacher was teaching English. What is negative? The teacher was not teaching English. The teacher was not teaching English. They were attending the meeting. They were attending the meeting. What is the negative? They were not attending the meeting. And reversely, if I say negative, you people can tell positive. It is also easy. Just remove the not from the sentence. Okay. Let me try. I am not working here. I am not working here. Is a negative sentence. What is the affirmative sentence? I am working here. I was working here. I was not working here. I was working here. In this way, past progressive only we are speaking. Okay. Then the players were taking rest. The players were taking rest. The players were not taking rest. Negative. The players were not taking rest. The workers were not painting the house. The workers who are not painting the house is a negative sentence. What is positive? The workers were painting the house. The workers were painting the house. Okay. These two, one is affirmative and another one is negative. Now you know how to make questions. How to make the questions? Yes or no questions. Yes or no questions. Yes or no questions. Framing is very easy. How to frame the yes or no questions? First, we must use the helping verb. That is was or were. Was or were is the helping verb. After helping verb, what should be there? There must be subject. Subject after. Then next, main verb. That is V1 plus ing. And the last part is the object and the question mark. This is the format. This is the structure of question, yes or no questions. Like in all other tenses, like in all other V1, V2 and forms of V1, V2 and how to use them and everything, we already explained, we already discussed here. Here, this one was or were is placed at the beginning. For example, was is a singular. So we must use a singular subject. Was he read plus ing reading? Was he reading a novel? Was he reading a novel? Was he reading a novel? This is the question. Yes or no answer. Answer is yes, he was reading a novel. No, he was not reading a novel. The same way, were were they were they were they listening were they listening music? Were they listening music? Yes, they were. No, they weren't. Answer. So you already here was were is given. This was were is placed at the beginning of the sentence. Then we get a yes or no question. What about the WH questions? WH questions also very easy. Framing of WH questions very easy. Already here helping verb. Before this helping verb, we must add what are the question words? You know what, which, when, where, why, how, who, whom, whose. These all question words according to our convenience and our use. What kind of question we want to ask, we must use one question word before it. Where were you living? Where were you living last year? Where were you living last year? Last year, where were you living? Means the duration of your life. The whole last year, where were you living? Where was she studying? Where was she studying all these months? All these months, all these days. Where was she studying? Where was she studying all these days? All these months. Was she subject and studying is the main one. Here were. So here you see was and this were and this both the were, if you remove was and were, here onwards it becomes a yes or no question. What was he doing? What was he doing all the time there? All the time there. What was he doing all the time there? Was he doing? Was and doing is here. So this is past progressive. So now I hope the structure, negatives and yes or no questions, WH questions, how to frame, we learned, we understood very clear. Let me come to the uses of past continuous ones. Where we should use and which context you can use this past continuous. Let us see. Past progressive is used to express uses. It is used to express parallel actions. Parallel actions. Parallel actions, what is parallel actions? Sometimes two actions parallelly happens. For example, while I was watching TV, while I was watching TV, somebody knocked at the door. Knocked at the door. So here, parallelly two actions happened. One is, while I was watching TV, somebody knocked at the door. Someone parallelly happened because one side I was watching TV, another side somebody knocked at the door. This is parallel actions. One action was going on in the past, then another action happened. This is parallel actions. Okay. Then while she was while her sister was singing while her sister was singing, she was dancing. She was dancing. She was dancing. Here, exactly parallelly, two actions happen for a long period. When two actions happened for a long period, her sister was singing one side and she was dancing another side. Two actions happened for a long time in the past. Two work happened for a long time parallelly at the same time happened. One side singing, another side dancing. Both happened together for a long period. Then we express both the sides with a past progressive. That is, was singing and was dancing. Two sides continuously happened. Two actions continuously happened. Both at a time happened, parallelly happened. But both the actions completed in the past. That we should not forget it, because the action which was going on in the past only we express with the past continuous. It is going on in the past. Okay. Then these are the examples for parallel actions. Sometimes irritable actions we can express by using past continuous. Irritable actions, how? He was always complaining. He was always complaining. He was always complaining. Irritation only, that is irritable actions. So always complaining. He was always complaining. These kinds of activities. He was always telling lies. He was always telling lies. He was always disturbing. These kinds of sentences are called irritable actions. Then parallel actions means two actions happened parallelly, one action after another action. Sometimes one action happens for a long time and another one will happen for a short period. For example, while they were playing, it rained. While they were playing, it rained. Two actions happened. One is the playing action. Playing action was in progress. Continuously it was going on. Then suddenly what happened? Another action took place, that is suddenly rained. So the first action might be stopped there. Playing might be stopped there. So this is called past progressive actions. Okay. I hope you all got the idea. What is past progressive? How to use the past progressive? Past progressive action means an action which began in the past and continued for a long time in the past and sometimes ended in the past. Or an action began in the past and continued for a long period in the past and still may be going on. Such activities also can be expressed with a past continuous. Okay, or past progressive. Then it's negative, you understood. How to frame the question, you understood. Yes or no question, you understood. Yes. So here given to express parallel actions and irritable actions. Irritable actions. Two or three ways we can use this past progressive tense. So let me show you up to now whatever we studied here. Just you can recapitulate. See clearly, everybody. So see here, past continuous tense, subject was verb plus ing, v1 ing. She was cooking all morning. It's negative. Here the symbol is given. Negative symbol is given. That is negative. Subject was verb not plus v1 ing. She was not sleeping when he came home. Question how to make was she sleeping when he came home. And usage and example also given here. Usage and example, let us see once. Usage is to describe parallel actions. While I was washing the dishes, I heard a loud noise. Here it is given another example. What I gave is different one. Another one is to describe what someone was doing at a particular point in time. I was working in the garden all day yesterday. What someone was doing, such action also can be expressed with the help of past progressive. That is, I was writing the examination all day yesterday, or 2 hours yesterday, we can speak. So I was writing the examination, was plus ing. That is. Next one is to express interrupted action. Interrupted action. Interrupted action is the irritable action. So I was driving to work when I crashed my car. Means I was continuously driving. Then only what happened? Suddenly my car crashed. My car stopped. That is the meaning. So in this way, one work interrupted the other. One work was going on, then interrupted the other. That is, while I was reading the book, the light went off. The light went off. When the light went off, it interrupted. My reading interrupted. My reading stopped. That is past continuous. Then last one more is that to describe repetition and irritation. That is, to repetition means repeated. He was always complaining in the class. Complaining in class. Already I told you the example. Further more examples. Okay. So this is then. Let us go to the next another one related to this one. All of you see and try to, because we have within the short period, what is the past continuous and all the details given here, the forms and everything I already explained to you. This all you will get, you have to note it down in your notebook. Past continuous structure, everything already we know. Was, were plus v1 plus ing, or present participle it is called as. At 3 o'clock yesterday, I was working in the garden. Example given. And examples of the past continuous tense more. My kids were playing basketball together for hours yesterday. My daughter was planning to join the school band, but chose the choir instead. I was talking already. In this blue given are the past progressive or past continuous. Several examples are here. All the examples, reading time not there. You people will read it. Okay. How to use the past continuous already given. Already we know. While I was washing the dishes, I heard the loud noise. While I was washing the dishes, Sue was walking the dog. Already I said several. While I was singing the song, my sister was dancing. That is another example. So several examples we can create of our own. You people should try to create of your own example. It is from your side. Okay. And some time expressions we have to remember. What is the time expressions? In this past progressive, we can use some times. That is, already I used while. Always I used. When we can use. Constantly we can use. At that time we can use. When they arrived, they arrived at that time, I was cleaning the house. They arrived at that time, I was cleaning the house. In those days, all day, all evening, 4 hours, these all we can use in past continuous. These are the words we can use in the past continuous. Okay. Let us go to the another last one more item, that is examples. Examples. Let us see these examples. See, there are 20 examples I am giving to you here. These 20 examples you can familiar here in different colors given the tense form, that is verb form. Was eating, were playing, was raining, wasn't watching. Negative also there. Were going, was doing, not writing, wasn't working, were celebrating, was barking, wasn't coming, was going, weren't speaking, etc. And examples or sentences of past continuous more given here. A lot of examples are there. These all examples you can see and read furthermore and practice a lot. You need the practice, and you people try to understand mainly the usages and how to use. Here there is a small exercise of past continuous. Fill the correct form of the verb as shown in above. Already we have to use the suitable, and its answer also I am giving to you. Without going to the answer, you people please try to find the answer. It is from your side for your betterment, for your better improvement. It will help. I hope that all of you understood how to use, yes, how to use past continuous and past progressive. This past progressive is very much essential in our day-to-day life. An action which already completed in the past is expressed here, and it happened for a long period. A long period happened action only, it is expressed here. That is why you people should try to remember. It is a very common usage. It is very essential to be remembered in our life, day to day. In our day to day life, we have to use the past continuous. A lot of contexts and situations are there to use the past continuous. For example, yesterday you were continuously walking, or you were cleaning the house, you were writing the examination. This all you have to express to others today in past continuous. That is was, were plus ing is the usage. Okay. So everybody, I hope that each and everybody should try to get it. Okay. Right. I hope that you all understood. Let us wind up the class today. We will meet again tomorrow.